All right, hello and good afternoon. Welcome to a Sunday Bird Cam. Today I was just thought I'd sit around and help hang out with you guys for a little bit while for this morning before we get the day started. Today is day 15, the start of day 15 of the incubation of the new eggs. So I'm just about to put these eggs into lockdown. I did notice it's been a really dry couple of weeks here. So all the water evaporated. So I did open things up to put some new water into the incubator, and I'm gonna wait. I'm just kind of waiting for this to get back up to normal temperature before I crack it open again and start kind of trying to check eggs. And I'm not gonna be able to see much because it's clearly, obviously, daytime here, and quail eggs are difficult enough to see through the shell anyway too when candling. So basically we're just looking for ones that light up like a light bulb, and we'll remove those from the incubator as we're getting everything into lockdown today. So hopefully we've got a good amount of eggs that are at least, I don't know what that was, but hopefully we have a good amount of eggs that probably because I'm talking really loud, are viable and fertile. So we'll check that out in a few minutes here. But until then, we'll just probably hang out with the birds here for a little bit. They got a little bit freaked out. I was talking pretty loud, so lower my voice a little bit. And yeah, so they're just grabbing some food here. Sat with them for a good hour or so before we got the stream started this morning, and let them have their normal morning cuddle time. So they're pretty happy. We'll go ahead and also get them some more sand today, and probably clean out their sand too. They got a lot of bedding thrown into there, so probably run the sand that's left in their sandbox through a filter, and then or sieve, and then add another batch of new sand in there too, because it's getting pretty low. I've been throwing that around everywhere. I'm thinking I might need to get a different sandbox for them, especially since these two are at least full grown now, and then if we have more birds being added, they're probably going to want a bigger box. So might still have this one, but then add a second box too. Other than that, we've got probably a shorter bird cam today. I got a couple things I need to do on the computer for work for tomorrow, and then also gonna be making a lot of noise in this room later on today as I finish getting it pretty much set up for an expansion to the enclosure eventually for when the new chicks arrive, and then also essentially just bird proof this entire room. So I can block off the areas that I don't want the birds to go, and then basically they can have pretty much the run of this entire room. But there's a few more things I want to do. I want to finish getting rid of all the old carpet in here, and then put a bunch of plastic sheeting down for them. And then, yeah, just kind of finish getting the room set up for all the birds. Then the next project I need to start working on is pretty much changing the blinds in here so it lets more sunlight through during the daytime hours. And then also gonna probably like build a shelf onto the windowsill with some sort of ramp to let the birds walk up, so they can walk up to the window and look out the window and sit on the windowsill. Since I've noticed that they do like sitting in the sunshine, and they actually do like sitting on the windowsill when they're able to fly up there and land on the windowsill. So that's something we will work on. Other than that, we're on. The birds are a little bit over 7 weeks old now. They're into their eighth week, so they kind of are at the age where they could possibly start laying eggs. But I wouldn't probably expect that until probably about week 12. And they get sunlight in here, but not the best sunlight. So there might be some like slower egg production here to start off with until we can get things fully situated with sunshine in here. They are under artificial lights for about 12 to 14 hours a day, so that might be enough for them, but I have no idea. But other than that, just kind of still spending the time with them one every day. Still about 3 times a day. We'll come into the bird room and just sit with them for at least a half an hour or so, just to keep them used to my presence. They're getting a lot better with me reaching just to pet them when they're on the ground. I've told you this. I've discussed this before, but when they're on the ground and running around, they don't really like it when you try and pet them. But they'll back away. Sometimes they'll run away, but if they're already sitting on your hand or in your lap, then they have no problem with you petting them at all. But they are getting better with just when they're on the ground, reaching over and picking them up, lightly picking them up, and then petting them while they're just walking around too. They're getting a lot better with that, and well, at least SeaTac is Majestic still. Is a little bit skittish, but she's actually getting a lot better too. Usually in the mornings to get them to sit on my lap and just to be able to pet and let them sleep on while sitting on my lap. I would normally have to pick them up, let them get onto my hands first, and then bring them over to me. But then today was probably the first day where I didn't have to lure them with treats either. I could just sit in their enclosure, and they walked up on their own to kind of just sit in their spot on my lap and just snuggle for a little bit. So that was really cute to see. So just kind of still working with them, keeping them tame, and continuing to work on their taming too. I'll be honest, I was a little bit surprised at the amount of work it's been taking since they've become more of adult birds here. Because I did spend extremely large amount of time as they were right when they were hatched and when they were babies. So I've been with them the entire way here. So I figured they would just essentially have imprinted on me, and they'd seem to when they were babies, and kind of it would make things easier. But they were extremely cuddly. Always wanted to be around me. Kind of followed me around until I want to say about week 4, when they pretty much basically completely feathered out, and then they started getting a bit skittish again. Um, it wasn't as easy as just whistling anymore to get them to run over to sit in your hand anymore. So yeah, it's kind of not completely starting over at around week 4 with with their taming, but it definitely was set back quite a bit, and I was actually a little bit surprised by that. I figured that since we were handling them every single day as babies from hatch day and every day, several times a day, like I said, about at least 3 times a day, for at least about a half an hour every time I was hanging out with them, that I figured it would be a little bit easier than it actually is. So, but yeah, things are still going really well. And they do still like hanging out with me. They still get excited in the morning when I come up here to say hello. Um, they Usually they're either sitting in their sandbox or where they are right now, and then when they see me come up in the morning, they'll come out and say hi. Probably because they know I'm going to be giving them a morning treat, but they still seem happy to see me at least, which is nice. Let me check this incubator, see where we're at. Alright, so it looks like our temperature is re-stabilized, so we are going to attempt to maybe candle a few of these eggs while we're getting lockdown set up for them. I do need to, we're going to have to pull them all out for a few minutes here. Move this over so I don't have a major water leak. Move this over here. Alright, so here's what we're going to do, I think. Open this lid up. And we're just going to quickly take all the eggs out here. But as we do this, I'm going to, actually I am going to, as we pull them out, I'm just going to put them on the phone flashlight here. Just check for ones that just completely light up. Alright, so that one looks good. That looks good. I'll probably come back up here tonight, because right now you can't see through any of these so far, but it might just be because it's bright out that's not giving me an accurate read. But usually when they're not fertile, they get really bright, and it's pretty easy to tell. So even in the daytime, so there we have one that might be infertile here, so we'll check that one later on. Alright, we definitely have one here, but we'll check it. I'll check it again tonight. So egg 12 looks like it's infertile. No development. That's 1 out of the 15 so far, or 1 out of the 18 so far. 18 or 19 eggs. Sorry, let's see. Temperature alarm. Trying to get that to stop. There we go. I'm trying to just do this pretty quickly, just to keep these eggs warm so they don't cool off too much. Yeah, so far it looks like just that one was pretty obviously shining through, but I did see an air sac in there, so it might just be because it's so bright in here. I was going to do this last night, but I completely forgot, so that's a bit unfortunate. Otherwise, I mean, it's not a big deal. I don't smell any kind of rotten egg smell, so at least we don't have any dead eggs in the incubator that are rotting. So, I could just we could just lock things down today, let it go, and then see what hatches out of the 19 here, and not even worry about the candling phase this time. Which is probably what we'll end up doing. Alright, so pulling the rack out. And then we're going to just do the same thing as last time. I'm not going to put as many paper towels in here because we don't want... what I don't want to happen is for this to... for these paper towels to be soaking up a bunch of water. Because that's last time the paper towels, for some reason, that I was lining the floor with just soaked up way too much water from the humidity reservoir, and when the chicks did hatch, the flooring was so wet it just wouldn't let them dry off. So I think that was also a major issue last time, and why we probably didn't have any survivors. so we got that. I do want to leave until they, well, I want to leave a few openings here. I don't want to completely cover everything, just so we can have the humidity correct in here. We're going to gently put all the eggs back into the middle here. Keep them all bunched together. The first hatch, we had them, I separated them all, gave them like a couple inches of space between each egg. But what I've found out is that it's probably better to keep them all kind of bunched together so that after the first one hatches, the movement and the sound from the hatched chick can help the other eggs start hatching too, apparently. So we're going to try that out. I wish I had something that what I'm going to do is I want to keep them rolling around, so well, that's fine. It's fine the way it is, and I'm just going to take one of these towels, soak it in the water so it has, make sure we keep our humidity levels at the right level on top of the thing here. Put that on the side. And then we'll just keep an eye on how wet as everything's getting. Alright, lid's going back on. Alright, crank the temperature to its maximum temperature for this incubator, which is 103, just to get everything back up to temperature. And then once we have a stable, I gotta put the thermometer back in. Once we get a stable reading on the temperature, we'll back off the setting temperature on the incubator. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use both thermometers again, even though I don't really trust the digital one, but at least it gives us a reading of temperature on both sides of the incubator. So we got that. We're going to put the foam cover back on for now, just to get things back up to temperature again. Alright, and we'll hope that this incubation goes a lot better than the last one. Alright, just switch the microphone back over to the webcam thing. I noticed on the monitor that it looked like the microphone was going nuts again, probably picking up a lot of weird feedback, so sorry about that. Need to get it better. Definitely should probably get a better microphone for up here. For when I'm talking, so when I'm talking to everybody, it doesn't sound terrible. And also, it is something better to pick up the bird noises. The quail are pretty quiet for the most part. They really are only cheap when they get really bored and they're running around, or when I'm in there petting them and hanging out with them. But like right now, they're really quiet. Not making any noise over there, just chilling in their house. Alright, so what time is it? Alright, so let's call it 11:45 for lockdown time. Alright, humidity right now looks good on the internal humidity sensor. I don't have a spare one, but it wasn't a problem the last two patches. As long as we can see some condensation on the glass, I think we're okay. It's kind of our gauge to make sure things are going okay. All right. Temperature is coming back up to where it's supposed to be on the internal setting thing, and we're just waiting for the external, well, the extra thermometers to start giving us a reading of around 100 degrees. Hey, little birds. Hi. Hey, birds. Open for a little bit longer than I was kind of wanted it to be, so we'll probably just let that go for a few minutes. In fact, I will be right back. I'm gonna go get something to start changing out their sand. So I need a new bag, a new garbage bag up here. Alright. Got a new bag, a new garbage bag here. So what we're gonna do is actually just do this in here. Hey, little birds. Just gonna take the paper plate, the little filter here, sieve. We're gonna dump their sand into there, just kind of filter out the big icky particles, any poop, and then some of the bedding that they've dumped in there. I think we're gonna probably put some new sand in first, and then we'll put their old sand back on top. Probably doesn't matter, but so I'll probably just do some cheaper, just regular playground sand next time, but I need to get them started off, so we did buy a bag of some sand from the pet store, which is probably not the most cost effective. Alright, birds, here you go, your sandbox is fixed. I know, relax, it's okay. Just a second. Oh, flappy wings. There you go. Give me 1 second, birds. Hold on. Here. Here's a treat. Is that better? Oh. Hey, little bird. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, babies. There's your diapers. Come on. Look, there's still some crumbs left. Come here. You don't want to? Oh. Alright, they're gonna go eat their millet. Their millet stick. Come here. Come here, baby. No, you don't want to? I'm still mad I was moving your stuff around. I guess while we're in here, they're already annoyed with me. I can grab some of their poops here, pull that out. Hi. Come here, little babies. Come here. I said, no, Dad. We're angry with you. I know. It's okay. Alright, let me go check on the incubator. See how that's going. Hey Thomas, hello Omni. And she's out. Hey, Majestic.
You're gonna have to sit out there for a little while. I'm busy. Yeah. It's your fault for flying out. Alright, so the meat thermometer is giving me a good read. The digital one's still showing it's a little bit low, so we're going to leave it at the maximum temperature for a few minutes just to get things to stabilize, and hopefully, as long as we're still reading right around 98 degrees on the digital, and the meat thermometer is right around 101, 102, hopefully basically just kind of split the difference, and then we'll see. Hopefully we'll be at the right temperature, but I mean, assuming that we're still working, this thing is still working at normal, basically like normal, from last time where we were under temperature the entire time, the last two times, if any of these thermometers are actually correct. So hopefully with the higher internal setting of 102 that I've been using, and then bumping up to 103 every now and then just for like an hour or two just to get things warmer inside. Hopefully we'll be at closer to the target temperature this time, and we'll have a much better hatch rate. Exactly, the perfect meat thermometer. Alright, so she is out there. I can just wait for her to come around to the front here. Come on, see, come here, Majestic. Come this way. Come on. Come on. Come on, bird. All you have to do is come around to the front and I can open up a panel for you so I don't have to come and pick you up and freak you out. Let's see if she's smart enough to come around. Probably not. So right now she's just pacing back and forth by where SeaTac is standing. I have an idea. I'm just gonna open her door. See if SeaTac comes out, and then maybe she can go. Maybe she can show Majestic where the door is. Here, come on out. Come on out, you can help your sister. Come on. She's getting closer. She got around the corner. Let's see if, come on, baby girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, come on. No, don't run that way. Come on. I don't know what you're eating, but you probably shouldn't eat that. Hey, Arabic. Hey, don't eat whatever you're eating. Stop. Alright. I'm just gonna make it easy for her. Come on. There's a smart bird. Smart-ish bird. Now, hopefully I can get their wall put back together. Come on. Oh, shit. Ah. Dang it. Hey, naughty birds. Better not get sick from whatever the hell you were eating off the floor over there. Oops. Hey, Patrick. Oh my god. There's more waffle talk in the chat. What the hell is going on? Alright. Temperature looks good. Back everything back down to normal. Temperature looks good. Humidity looks good for now. So, yeah, hopefully everything will go alright. Since we're basically in lockdown, I don't even think I'm gonna take the time to check these eggs tonight. I was gonna maybe open things back up just to check for fertility since I didn't do that last night like I was going to. But I guess we'll just let it be a surprise this time around. I'll just leave all 19 in. Like I said, we don't have any dead egg, rotting egg smell coming from any of the eggs, so I think we're okay to basically let things ride for the all 19 eggs, and then we'll just see which ones hatch or not. We'll let it be a surprise this time. Hey, you two, are you having fun throwing all the sand around that I just put in your sandbox? It's good to see the Lytle Empire hasn't stretched into Arabic neck of the woods yet. Uh, the defense line is holding strong. The Whole Foods Cub Foods alliance is uh, keeping the front line stable, not letting it collapse, and allowing Lytle to invade any further west. So stay strong, American grocery stores. Trader Joe's, yep, they've joined the American grocery store alliance to stop Lytle's advance from blitzing across the entire country. Phase 3 of expansion is on schedule. The Allies have stopped their advance. Omni, they will go no further. They'll be stopped at the Mississippi and not allowed to proceed. You will become one with the waffle. Never! I will never. I will never become one with your waffle cookie. They're not even real waffles, they're waffle cookies. Wafer things masquerading as a delicious breakfast food. Trader Joe's is, Aldi is German. Oh my God, Trader Joe's has already been altered by Aldi. It's not good. We're, the Allies are losing the battle on the home front. Oh my God, they've been absorbed by they've been absorbed by Aldi. This is a this is horrifying news. We find the battle does not go well. Aldi is absorbing all the smaller American grocery stores, and the invasion is continuing. What is what can possibly stop the Lidl Aldi Axis menace? Exactly, Omni. What is it? The one captain said is, in his opinion, that Aldi and Lidl are as close to pure evil than we have ever seen, or that we have ever known. Oh no, my network went down for a second. Hopefully, we're still live. It looks like we are. So, all right, not gonna worry about it. Indeed, the Belgium thick frites are very delicious with the extra sour mayonnaise. Why do people keep saying that Wolfie 59 was an inside job? Because they're insane. They're buffering. I know the the axis of evil was the axis of waffle was definitely interfering with our transmission. All right, let me finish locking the birds back into their house here. Putting the other door I opened up for them to close this one off too. So you guys are not coming out for a while. I'm sorry, you're stuck in your cage, but you look like you're having fun with your sandbox anyway, so. Alright. The Quail containment field has been reactivated. We shouldn't have a quail leak. Sorry, Patrick, the line. Draw the line here. Ketchup on fries, not mayo. But I'm sure it's good. Heinz ketchup, Hunt's is okay. Hunt's is not. It's not okay. Hunt's is not a very good ketchup. It yeah. Heinz is the only good ketchup. Um, exactly. Only Heinz is the best, Thomas. But Thomas has to say that because he lives in Heinz territory. So it's a level 10 exactly, Omni. We have to keep the birds contained at all costs. We're gonna do a blind taste test. I don't know. I highly doubt that. I don't think you're gonna do a blind taste test. You're gonna say you did a blind taste test and then tell us Hunt's is better, but we know the truth. We know Heinz is king of ketchup. And you know, like the Highlander, in the ketchup world, there can be only one. So let it be Heinz. You only had Whataburger spicy ketchup. We don't have a Whataburger in my area. At least I don't think we do, unless they built one recently. But I don't think we do. I'm actually looking if we do or not. What? Uh, Whataburger. Uh, Checking the map. Oh, I lie. Oh, we have a bunch of Wahlburgers. Not the same thing. We've got the Wahlburger. We've got Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch making some hamburgers near me at the mall. Heinz is TOS, Hunt's is STD. It's probably about right, Thomas. Ketchup is also pretty good, but even better is curry blended together with mayonnaise and raw onions. That is, it sounds like, sounds kind of terrible. Um, Omni needs to try it. Open minded, yes. You call it special. Patrick calls it special. I would call it strange. Although, you know what? It's probably, well, no, never mind. Not curry. I don't like curry. Like the curry spice. I don't like it because if you eat too much of it, you just start sweating it out and you start smelling like curry, and that's gross. When I worked at the airport as a kid, there would be just um, people either coming or going back to India that would just literally bring suitcases full of like curry and stuff. Um, and it would just be an overwhelming smell in the cargo hold. So I think that ruined me for curry forever. And those suitcases were like ridiculous. They were like almost 200 pounds. They're always overweight, just packed to the brim with literally like uh, Indian spices. It was really annoying. They were never packaged well, so they were always leaking, and it would just flood the entire cargo compartment with curry. And if one of those bags ever ripped open, it would just be a curry a curry powder storm. That would just fill the cargo hold, and it was terrible. And yeah, it was not good. I didn't like it. Uh, Omni just doesn't like regular fries and Hellman's mayo. Mayo, it doesn't do it for you. Well, there's many types of mayo. You should branch out. Maybe try some try some of the other mayonnaise brands. Maybe you'll like that better. Um, just not Miracle Whip. That's not real mayonnaise, and that should be um, a banned substance. We should not allow Miracle Whip, and Miracle Whip should be hauled away as garbage. Closest Whataburger to Arabic is a mile away. I mean, not a mile, an hour away, but worth it. Better than In and Out. Haven't had In and Out either. It's a West Coast thing. Like poutine in Canada. Disco fries for disco fries here. Animal style at In and Out. Netherlands is divided on it as half the country uses ketchup, the other half uses curry. Is it Heinz ketchup? It has to be on there. Heinz is king. Eric had a better experience with curry. Had a bad experience with curry. Your tummy couldn't take it, so never again. You do love spicy food. Yeah, I love spicy food, but just also not no curry for me. I'm not in a hurry to get a curry. That is for sure. Yeah, there's none in Minnesota. We're not. We have not been conquered by the Whataburger Empire yet. You have a couple of Patrick has a couple of brands, but Heinz is one of the main ones. Exactly. Miracle Whip, LOL, Kraft. Yeah, no, ick. Uh, it is the main one, exactly. Miracle Whip had no. Miracle Whip has no zing. It has. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure if every spoonful of Miracle Whip you have, it takes a year off your life. That zing is probably radioactive. In fact, we should probably gather up all the Miracle Whip, seal them off in some cement and lead lined drums, and bury them deep into the earth. Remia is also a very. I think that's Remia. Remia. We'll go with that. It's also a very main brand here, both for mayonnaise and for curry and ketchup. See, I don't trust it right there because for some reason it's ketchup, mayonnaise, and curry. So that's just strange. You can't compare a curry with the curry sauce we use in fries and snacks. I'll be the judge of that. Blackened ranch from Popeyes is good. Yeah, I've had that. It's pretty good. It's alright. Miracle Whip sounds like some sort of insulation spray foam. It is. It is an insulation spray foam, Patrick. Who eats that Miracle Whip shit? Seriously? Before my grandma died, she used to make salads, like pasta salads and shit with it all the time. I remember it would always be like during family get-togethers, she'd bring the Miracle Whip salads, and yeah, that's probably why she died. Probably not because she was like a smoker for 70 years and and had emphysema. It was probably the Miracle Whip. I'm kidding, Kraft. Don't sue me, please. It's not mayo. It's a mayo substitute. Exactly. She died from Miracle Whip. That's why there was no autopsy done. Was done when she did die because Obviously, the Miracle Whip conglomerate stopped all autopsy, so no one would know with a zing. Mardi Gras mustard from Popeyes. I don't think I've ever tried that yet. But we only have one Popeyes near me, and quite frankly, it's shit. At least the last two times I went, it was terrible. The chicken was like always like old, like it's been sitting there for many hours. And yeah, even ordering like I ordered the chicken tenders one time, and the last time I was no, it was not the what is that? Where they like cut it into like a handshake? You know what I mean? The chicken finger hand or whatever they have. Anyway, it was supposed to be a spicy chicken, and it was definitely not spicy. It was more sweet than anything, which was weird. And so yeah, the last two times I've been to Popeyes, I've not had a good experience, and it was not good food. So um, they actually took Popeyes out there has a much fresher chicken than KFC. Our KFC was incredible, and Popeyes and where the Popeyes is now is where the KFC used to be before KFC left pretty much the entire Twin Cities area. Yeah, Omni, what are you doing? Talking about eating bird meat in front of the tiny children here, trying to horrify them and give them horrible dreams at night. They're gonna have nightmares now. It's terrible. And Patrick's gonna have to go head out in about an hour. Promised his uncle to pick him up at friends and drive him home. We'll check in back when he's home. Church's chicken beats both. I don't think we have a Church's chicken in this area. I think that's what south. Yeah, it looks like Church's is kind of isolated in the southern states, and then there's oddly one in Canada, two in Canada. It looks like. So mainly the southern states, and they skip over the entire rest of the U.S. and go right to Canada. Traders. Churches in Ohio, really? Not showing up on my Google map. When I search churches, oh, you know what? Is it? Yeah, Church's Texas chicken. That's what I searched, and it didn't show up in Ohio. No Zaxby's, no Bojangles. Um, I haven't heard of either one, so no idea. I'm gonna assume we don't have either in my area either, since I haven't even heard of them. Let's see what Minnesota has for fried chicken, shall we? Yeah, it mainly looks like, well, there's obviously we have some KFCs left here. It's mainly turned into Popeyes, and then basically just other restaurants that serve fried chicken. I don't really see any other, what do you call it? Any other, oh my god, idiot. Like fast food places. Well, we had Dave's hot chicken. That was actually pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Otherwise, it's just no other fast food chicken places, just other restaurants. And oh, and then obviously the terrible wing stop. Must have closed, Thomas. You love Bojangles. Only get it when you visit family in North Carolina. I'm guessing that's what NC is. I love KFC. There's something alluring about those 11. Exactly. I love KFC too. I was very pissed when all the ones around me pretty much closed down. There are Tim Hortons in West Virginia. Uh, they're also inconsistent. Ours wasn't. Ours was actually really good. We had, the one that was really close to me had a pretty good management team, so they always make sure that chicken was getting rotated out to fresh chicken, like at least every hour. Then like a lot of the sides were also kept pretty fresh for the most part, except for I can't remember what it was, but there was one item that was terrible. But then it was back in the day when they were doing those bowls. My favorite thing at KFC with their hot wings, I was really pissed when they got rid of those. Those were delicious. Raising Cane's, you're good hearing good things about. Wingstop is trash. Yep, it's horrible. JC sucks for Arabica, soggy sad chicken. Yeah, I guess it's really up to whoever's running the store, I guess. They have good ranch dip at Wingstop. going to Omni's going to Wingstop for the ranch. I know. Talking about eating birds on a quail stream is pretty terrible. You guys are horrible, horrible people. Tim Hortons has chicken. Do they have chicken? Didn't like one of those coffee places do like a chicken and donut thing, like a donut chicken sandwich? Coleslaw's the worst side. They make the ranch fresh daily. Omni is Omni is obsessed with the ranch. Yeah, I've never gotten into the whole chicken and waffles thing. I've never understood it. I'm not a sweet and savory mix type of person, I guess. It's one or the other. For most part. I mean, there's probably now that I say that, someone will probably bring up like a sweet and savory, like something that is actually delicious. But for some reason, I just the whole chicken and waffles combination just not for me. Chicken for breakfast should be banned too. What are you talking about, Omni? Chicken is a good meat to eat at any time of the day. Oh my god, chicken and stroop waffles. It's we might have to time you out for about for that Arabic. Like Wendy's and Chick-fil-A sell chicken biscuits for breakfast. Well, McDonald's also for a while had a chicken breakfast sandwich also. And the Burger King also around here had one for a while too, and they were all kind of competing with their breakfast during the great fast food breakfast war. Someone should look up what fast food they have during a daily double next time. Uh, why is chicken for breakfast nasty? But um, like a breaded fried chicken, that's not terrible on a biscuit. Someone should look up what fast food they have during a daily double next. I don't. Oh, oh, that's right. Like when Mikey looking up a dog name. Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. That was actually not a very easy, by the way. 200, 100, whatever the top one for the. It's supposed to be the easiest answer. The dog's name. I'm gonna be honest. That was pretty difficult for a 200-point question, and the fact that it was a daily double and he got it while listening to some rapid typing was pretty suspicious. And it was done purposely. It was done on purpose to make that one a daily double, to mess with my head. It was more enraging, not really messing with my head. It was just kind of like, what the hell is going on? Why are some of the more difficult ones literally the lesser points, and then some of the really easy ones were some of the big points. It was enraging. It was clearly meant to screw me over. Because if I knew that dog question was there and it was going to be the daily double, I would have picked it. But I stayed away from the pet one for 200 because I literally figured that it would be like Spot or uh, Porthos or something ridiculously easy. But honestly, if I got that, I would have screwed up because I would not have gotten Mora without looking it up. Because yeah, that is a terrible episode. Nobody watches that stupid episode. Um, so that's why it's so suspect that we hear some rapid typing and then Mikey has the answer. So I don't believe I don't believe that his wife was having him look something up for him. I think that's a bunch of bullshit. If that was the winning, if that's what caused him to win, I would have been so pissed off. Omni admits trying to cause you to me to lose. I know it's all conspiracy, Thomas. That Mora question was probably it was probably the $1,000 one, but as you recall, right before the game started, there was that secret Discord meeting, and they quickly rearranged the board just to screw me over. They knew I was going to be there for the first game, and they wanted to make sure I was just effed. But I did pull out the win in the first game, so that's all that matters. And then I was obviously screwed in the second game. Oh, checking sound levels. That's obviously code. Which episode for the Mora dog? Aquiel. Aquiel Unari, that liked to drink some disgusting punch and be a bitch to her coworkers in the subspace relay she worked at. Muskin seed punch. Ick. That just sounds gross. But of course, Jordy, desperate to impress her, was guzzling down that muskin seed punch. Couldn't get enough of it. And in the end, he couldn't get the woman anyway. Seriously though, much respect to John doing the week in and out. He can't stop sucking up. He's not even here. You're not getting bonus points for that. He does a good job. I'll say that. Since he's not here, we'll say that John does a great job coming up with the questions every week. He does some hard work, and we all appreciate it. But if anyone tells him I said that, I will deny it. And you'll be on my shit list. Jeff too. That's debatable. Exactly, Thomas. I can make the questions in under 2 hours, hour and 15 minutes tops. Basically, because I have such a vast Trek knowledge that, quite frankly, what the heck? Um, uh-oh. I have to check something, guys. I think we made a horrible error during one of our streams. During Friday's stream. Yeah, that was John. Oops. Now I feel really bad. I think I said thank you to Thomas on that one. We'll correct that when we see him. I must yeah, oops. I feel bad now because I read one line too far down on the donation from Friday. Now I feel like a dick. Thomas, when John donated on Friday during Friday's stream, I think I said thank you to you, Thomas, instead of John. So I read the name below it because you were the last one that was in the history for donations. And I read the thing, and I read the person that donated one below it, not who actually did. So I feel bad. Unless you had also donated on Friday, but I don't see a. Oh, now Omni's gonna start in on. Alright, I see how this is gonna go. What are they doing? StreamYard. You don't remember me saying? Maybe I didn't say it. Maybe I did do. For some reason, it was in my head that I said thank you, Thomas, not thank you, John. But maybe I didn't actually thank right. But we'll make sure when we see John, we'll say thank you again, just in case we did make that mistake. Well, I definitely said thank you, Harry Kim, because I usually don't review when people. Um, you know what? Never mind. I didn't do that. 'Cause I just know when people donate with different names, then I usually don't review who it was. So I did say thank you, Harry Kim, so we should know it was for him. But we'll make sure we say thank you to John later on. The only reason I thought of that right now, guys, is because hilariously, I just got the notification from PayPal that there was a $5 donation. So I was like, wait, did someone just donate? And I looked at it, I was like, no, it's the one from Friday. So yeah, way to be quick on the notifications there, PayPal. Only a couple days late. All part of Pakistan. Never. Need to work on. Yep, we gotta keep that kind of a hush hush, so Sebastian doesn't find out that that's coming. Yeah, Thomas was. You were on Turdistan's side during all the space engineers days, right? I think you were. Get some, trying to get some screen grabs from Tubi. So when you go on, yeah, when you watch on Tubi, can you actually select episodes that you want to watch, or is it like kind of like those other channels that just basically run nonstop, episode after episode? Yes, you can select episodes. All right, that's good to know. You can select just commercials. Hate commercials. Yeah, T-Berg did that a lot. Nah, I think West did it several times too. The only time I attacked when someone was offline was I went and destroyed one of Bird's things. Yeah, I love YouTube Premium. I hate watching ads, so I'm glad I I'm glad I signed up for YouTube Premium a couple years ago. But I'm not so happy that it's gotten more and more expensive though. It is like a whole new world. No more commercials, no more hitting skip ad. Exactly. And since I use iPhone, well, I don't know if it's just for iPhone, but I'm guessing it's for everybody. But I had one of the other main reasons to get YouTube Premium was I didn't have to have YouTube as the active window to be able to still listen to videos or live streams on my phone, and I could have the locks have it on the lock screen and not have to actually be watching it. I could just listen. iPhone, yes, you can lock screen and still listen. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I picked up YouTube Premium a couple years ago now. Is when they started doing that bullshit. Actually, no, I had before that, but yeah. Oh, that's right. I was using one of my other accounts one day, and I was trying to listen to a live stream, and every time I locked the screen, it would say you have to have your screen active to listen to this content or whatever. So I had to go back to my normal account. You can never skip Kamala ads. Thomas was gonna throw a gummy rat. It's terrible. And they had the YouTube Red back then. I've had it for a while. I've had premium for shit almost 10 years now. Mainly because I was sick of watching ads. Omni, why doesn't the Star Trek channel on Paramount Plus ever show Voyager TOS or DS9? The live streaming channel on YouTube? Yeah, they never. Cause they don't show Legacy Trek yet. They only show the new stuff. Because they know they need eyeballs on the shows. So they have to use all the free channels to flood it with their new stuff just to force people that want to watch the good Trek watch the newer crappy Trek. Except for the musical episode, should be streamed 24 hours a day, just on loop. They only show the new stuff in TNG. Well, I'm guessing they only show TNG because of Picard. Otherwise, that would have been sealed away in Paramount's vault as well. I demand for a new track and to create a whole new channel for it. I can see that. It's such a smash hit of a series, groundbreaking television, must see TV on streaming. It's the Friends of the 2020s. Code of Honor, Threshold, and Sub Rosa on repeat. All of Trek's greatest hits, and that'd be a pretty good channel. Thrilling and heartwarming, exactly. Stunning and brave. Spock's brain too, yeah. Well, if we're going with other series, we've got to add in yeah, found Farpoint and Encounter. You gotta add in the Move Along Home. Um, Several other some of all. They should make a Trek channel of Trek's greatest hits and pretty much those episodes on loop. Has Jeff freed the real John yet? AI John was weird. I don't know. We need to send an investigation team down to Florida. Shore leave. Oh, there's so many. There's so many TOS episodes I would put on that list. The Empath, smash it. Uh, yeah, there's quite a few well, not bad, but just not very good episodes during TOS. That would have to be like all of TA, the animated series. The alternative factor, yep, definitely. Omni's gonna suggest this, and they're gonna make this channel. And of course, Omni will be getting massive royalties, but all of us that contributed will not see a penny. See, yep, exactly. Omni agrees. All of TAS. Money rolls uphill, shit rolls downhill. Exactly. Son of a bitch. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that I was shocked that there weren't more, but then I realized that it makes sense because if there were more questions for TAS, Omni would actually have to watch it. I knew that wasn't gonna happen, so that was pretty good. Yeah, the Shades of Grey, the groundbreaking clip show for Star Trek. Ooh, there should be another channel dedicated to showing cause and effect in an endless loop. That'd be probably a good one too. But you have to re-edit it though, so that the conclusion doesn't only happens once, like every 12 hours. Or just piss everybody off and just re-edit that episode so you never get the conclusion. It just endlessly loops that episode. That is the disaster over and over again. And the numbers just keep showing up. Yeah. They just keep using their failed idea over and over again. Like trapped in the loop forever. Maybe for their Christmas special, they can just at a random time they'll let the episode actually complete before they start it over again. So if you miss it, you're screwed. You have to wait another couple of years. All right, I need to go run to the store and get something to eat since I haven't eaten today yet. So I'm gonna go grab some food for lunch since all this food talk has made me very hungry. And then yeah, I'll probably be back later and I want to test something out, a mirroring thing. And I downloaded an app so I can mirror my iPad to my computer now finally. So I want to test that out in a stream. So maybe we'll play a game for a little bit, and then I don't know. We'll figure out something to do for a little while. But with that, guys, I'm just gonna leave the bird cam running until I get home, and then we'll probably shut this one down. But yeah, we can maybe do some GeoGuessr later on too, Arabic. But hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this running until I get back home, and then we'll probably shut this one down. So I do have to do a few things on this computer. So actually, you know what? Screw that. I'm gonna go ahead and just shut this one down for now. That way, when I get home, I can just get some work done on this computer real quick before we come back and do something else. Do another stream later on. So, all right, thanks a lot for hanging out this morning, guys. We'll see you later today, and the birds will see you tomorrow.